Today's episode is brought to you by Factor Meals. Factor is going to get you some delicious food delivered right to your home. Also, today we're brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped's going to get you looking very good this holiday season. Let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4 hour recording studio audience. Recording.
Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning!
Jesse, why are you not on stage right now? I'm literally right here. Why do you think I'm not on the stage right now? Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. I'm about to be on stage. Thank you, sir. The people demand. Take this.
Hello. I was getting the alcohol.
Is it Mallards?
God, no.
You guys need chairs?
Hell no.
I sit all day. Well, actually, that's not true. I go
Yeah.
to the gym and stuff, but I hate sitting, dude. It actually sucks. Unless you've been standing all day, and then it's great. It's about balance.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cox and Crendor Live. Tonight is a very special show because we brought some guests. We're going to have a good time. And if it sucks, that's the man to blame.
Yeah.
Great. First off, thanks for coming. It's nice to see you all. How many of you are here again? You've come back because you said you can take the punishment. You fools. And how many of you are brand new? This is your first time. You fools. And how many of you have no clue what the hell this is? The smartest people in the room. Nice to have you. Thanks for being here. Boy, oh boy. First off, tonight's gonna be wild. Obviously, enjoy yourself. I hope you have a good time. If you don't, again, whose prom is that?
Mine.
Awesome. We're on the same page, baby. Great. Cool. I want to get this out of the way because I feel like we need, when you see a show, you see these performers up on a stage, and they're kind of like full of themselves. A little bit of assholes.
I used to be, not anymore.
You've never, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
When were you an asshole?
It was like 2013 to like 2016, 2017.
What a great time period for you.
Well, kinda, yeah, but
Well-
it was like my Krendic era.
Your Crendor. Come out here so they can see you as you
Oh
hide.
yeah, I forget there's like sides.
So I just want to get this out of the way because I feel like it's needed. So you understand who we are as people before we begin the show. Now, it was my understanding that we were sold out. But I saw at the front that there was 2 girls who rolled up. They were asking about the show. The guy at the door was like, well, $30 to get in. I was watching. They looked directly at me and said, no, that's okay. Walked away. So if you're wondering, do I have an ego? No. It's been shattered by doing this as long as I have. And so I watched that go down and was like, cool. So that's how we're doing, buddy.
I wish that was me. I wish I could
Just be
not
like,
pay
no.
$30 and then walk away.
I wish I just didn't have to be here.
I mean, it's been a great time. I've gotten to hang out with you and Alex Fossiani
Yes.
and Mathis.
Yes. And Mr. Michael Davis.
That's right, the Michael Davis.
If you bought merch, he's outside selling merch.
Yeah, he's the merch guy.
Yeah, if you're wondering, like, what is he doing here? Literally selling merch. He has no other role unless we give him one. But I don't think they're even in this room right now. I think they're still out there selling merch. Good. So that's great. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I mean, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just saying, just hanging out with you. I think you and Alex have been crossfaded for the entire trip.
How dare you? Only at the Mexican restaurant. And that was great. But you also got me drunk, so
It was good.
it was great. What else? What else is going on with you?
I'm just
You
living.
can't say that's it.
I'm just doing what I normally do. What are you doing? You're the one who's like visiting and like going around seeing stuff. I've already seen everything here.
That's true. That's true. You really are boring.
Yeah.
We got in and said to ourselves, boy, you know what Davis hasn't ever had? Portillo's.
Oh yeah.
So we went there, and it was like meat. So,
Like meat?
it was like meat. And he was like,
Portillo's.
I love this. And that was the thing.
What did you get from Portillo's?
I got exactly what this is. I want to try something new. Don't do this. Don't waste your time.
Never
on
try
this.
anything new.
I'm aware. I got the beef bowl. No bread.
Beef bowl?
A bowl. Imagine like the sandwich with hot peppers just in a bowl.
That's like getting
no
it's like Chicago hot dog with no bun.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. And if you're wondering, Jesse, you don't seem that enthused, because I wasn't. And I sat there like, they're eating these delicious sandwiches. I'm like,
That's like the most LA thing you could do.
yeah, but I didn't want a full sandwich, but I liked the idea of meat and spice. And so meat and spiced me, and I was happy. But it wasn't that happy.
You don't sound happy.
Because bread fucking rules, dude.
Just eat the bread. Who cares?
Well, because I didn't, and it's the past, and I can't do anything about that choice.
Well, okay.
Except complain in front of a live audience. Let me have this. So that's what we did. And then everyone was cold, because we're all from LA.
Dude, I've been wearing this like nonstop. I have like nothing under it. I'm just like, dude, it's like 35. It's like we're in March already. And it's gonna be like 50 next week. It's like spring. And then Davis was like, he's like dying. He's got like 3 layers on.
Davis is great. So we went to oh boy, I don't even know the name of it. It's in Daly Plaza, downtown. That's what it is. I still don't know what the hell they said.
The Chris Kindle.
The Chris Kringle
Chris
mark?
Kringle.
Chris Kringle.
The Chris Kindle's the Amazon version. What's the deal?
So we went down there, and Davis didn't have a hat. And so it was great, because he did get a hat, but he made the choice of he wanted to find the hat that was right for him. And I get it, I understand it. But watching him freeze while he's looking at stalls and being like, nope, moving on, was great. He found one, it matched all of his clothes, it looked very comfy. Me, I didn't have a hat, bought the first one I saw. It has a Bigfoot on it, so I was pretty pleased by that. It matched nothing I had on. And I saw the comment, I posted a photo, and some guy said something along the lines of, Jesse's really capturing the downtown flasher vibe. And I was like, I'm bundled up. I've got like a coat and multiple layers on. He's like, no, that guy's showing his dick. And I did. And then we met you.
Yeah, they were just like drinking at the hotel bar.
Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna do anything because I had to like edit my thing I've been working on. And then I literally texted and was like, or no, you texted and you were like, it's like we're at your house, because he showed the TV and it was Family Feud.
Yes. Family Feud was on the TV, and he was like, wowee. And I responded, this could be us, but you playing. And then he showed up.
Well, yeah, and then I was like, well, I'm done doing everything I was doing. I just didn't know you were like chilling now. And then Alex said, dog, get down here. That was it.
And he showed up.
I showed up.
I must stress, when we were doing something fun and out and doing things, no show. The minute we were just sitting still doing nothing of value, immediately showed up.
Yeah. I did. But the thing is, like, I've been to Chicago so many times and done so many things, and then you also got up and did it at like 10 a.m. or something.
Yeah. Look, it's your fault that you wake up at 1 p.m. in the afternoon every day.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying. That's why I didn't show up too.
Okay, understood. I'm
Yeah.
not going to complain. I know who you are.
Yeah.
We just had plans.
And I'm sure you enjoyed them.
It's true. It's true. And then, what the hell do we... Oh, today we went to your breakfast place.
Oh, Wildberry? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
They have a lot more wild berries now. They're like a
True.
ton all over.
It was weird. I realized there my biggest problem in life where, according to Alex and Davis, an older woman fell behind me. Like, fell. Like, collapsed on the ground, hit a table, kind of, made noise. This is me the entire time it's behind me. I didn't look. I didn't interact. I wasn't worried. And that, I think, is a problem. Because that could have been anything. And I was like, none of my business. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Were you just, you weren't oblivious to it. You just.
Oh, no, I heard it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make a scene for them. I'd like to think the old lady was thankful because everyone else rushed to her help. And she looked at me and was like, that boy respects my integrity as an individual. Right? I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, I never want anyone helping me if I
Yeah,
fall down.
I don't want your help.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm on the ground with a table on top of me.
He'll be fine.
And I'm telling you, LA did that to me. I'm immune to weird stuff. There is,
But you're not immune to it. It's because it's constantly bombarding you.
yeah, and I've desensitized myself to it. I don't have the ability to care anymore about crazy stuff. I'm convinced if an earthquake happened and it swallowed all of California, I'd be still sitting in my couch like, this will pass. I'd
there's
go into
like-
the void like, this isn't so bad.
There's like 2 levels to that.
Is there?
There's like people that are you or you don't care enough,
Yeah.
which I probably am pretty close to there. And then there's the other end where it's like people care too much to the
Yes.
point where those people will probably get murdered.
I mean,
like
here-
somebody's gonna be broken down on the side of the street, and they're gonna be like, they gotta help him, and then the guy's like,
That's my
next
problem.
victim.
Yes.
Every time I think of that, I'm like, that's a movie
One time
waiting to be made.
One time I drove home. It's like 11 p.m. because I worked too much, and I went home. I'm driving back home, and on the intersection is like a dude perched like this with, I swear to God, tail feathers. And I don't know if this is some sort of gargoyle man or a bird man or just a guy. But he was in the middle of the road, and I was like, I could do about 8 million things here. But I'm gonna drive around him and do like, nope, you do your own thing, sir. He could have been there all night for all I know. I don't know what happened to Birdman. I hope he's doing all right. But every time anything, one time on the way to the office, there was like a dude standing on the corner, dick out, just like waving it. And there's some ladies in the office, and they were like, not a fan of that. And he was just there for many, 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 many hours. Just swaying.
Hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's impressive.
I got there early, and then I saw him, and 2 hours later, people came in like, what the shit is going on? So I called the cops. Like, well, you can't just have a naked guy out there. Cops arrive, talk to the dude, then they come see me, and they're like, so is he really naked? I'm like, what? And they're like, just if you don't want the homeless guy around, just say. And I was like, I don't have a problem. He was just naked. And they were like, whatever, sir. I was like, how am I the bad guy? So I no longer care. I'm like, do your thing, naked man. Wiggle that dick for the world. I'll throw him dollars next time. Like, you earned this, baby. Yeah.
It's like when you go to the mall and they try like the kiosk people try to get you. And it's always just like what? You never been to a mall with the kiosk people?
Who are the people are like, you'll definitely want to try on these shades.
Yeah, they'll just be like, sir. And
Sir?
they always want to like rub your hand with some weird lotion or like sell you like
Sir?
shoe shines and shit.
Cell phone case, weird
cell phone.
jewelry,
Yep.
shoe shining for sure,
Yep, shoe shining.
sunglasses, and
Yep.
T-shirts that were made right there.
Yeah. And you'll always see the
Yeah.
people that get reeled in by them, and you can just tell they're like about to buy like $200 worth of something.
The problem is I'm that person.
That's why you can't do it. Don't make eye contact. You just keep walking.
I
That's
kinda-
why the
I kind of like it though. You get attention, and I'm a giant whore for attention.
That's true. You
So
are.
they're like, come here, come on.
Dude, there was one time. It was like a few years ago at the mall. It's Christmas. I swear to God, they were trying to like get me into a cult or like abduct me. There was this really tall guy and this really short guy, and they were just walking around. They came up and they're like, "Are you spiritual?" And I was like, I'm not. And I just like literally kept walking as I was like, I don't know. And I walked away, and then I like went up and I looked back, and they were just kind of like walking towards, and I was like, I'm gone. I swear that they were gonna take me back to Utah.
I realize I'm the problem. Now that you say that, I don't walk away. Dudes will come up to me right off the street and be like, hey man, I need $20. I'm like a designer or something. Here's my portfolio. And they'll open like a binder of shitty art. Like, I'm trying to get into school, and he'll show me all of his like crappy art. And I will say to myself, I realize this is a scam, but like, good work on putting the binder together. You're really selling the scam. I'm impressed. And then he'll be like, you know what? I don't have 20, but like, I'll give you 5. He's like, thanks, man. I admire the effort. He put in work.
That's true.
He could have just said, I need like gas money or something. And I'm like, so do I.
Oh my
dude.
God, I had somebody like that too. The gas money. They were literally in the parking lot of the mall, and then they were like, we just don't have gas money to get back. And I was like, here's like $3. They were like, oh my God, thank you. And then the next week, I saw them there again. And I was like, these people are really bad at managing their gas money.
They did not make it off that gas.
Yeah, no.
They put in the $3 and did not make it out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And there was a similar one at a Best Buy, and then they like started driving around honking their horn, and then they left. I don't know what they were doing.
They were letting you know, like, they were cool.
Yeah, that must have been it. That's what I thought. I was like, wow, they really are cool.
I don't know.
It's-
I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't trust people.
I trust too much. I'm a very trusting soul. I trust you enough to do a podcast with you weekly.
Thank you. I'm not untrustworthy. I just don't trust others.
Right.
That aren't
Wait,
like.
hold on. Do you trust me?
Yeah. Once I've like brought that trust in over the course of like over 8 years, then I trust you.
How do you know
You need
you
like
can trust me?
you need a bigger sample size.
How
You
do you
can't
know
just.
I'm not like out to take you down?
You're not.
All
But he
right.
will fantasize about bringing people down.
I'm glad. I'm gonna need you to elaborate more on that. Doesn't sound nearly as cool as I thought it would.
You've talked about how you're like, how would I ruin someone's life if they paid me like money to do it?
That's true.
Like you create these weird situations where you
Oh.
are a bad person,
Oh,
but
no.
you would never be a bad person.
Last night we were talking about the fact that if I ever became grossly rich, despite my best efforts, I would still be a bad person. And I was explaining what I would do with my money, and I realized, like, oh my God, I'd be a terrible human being.
Also, let me set the story first, because this is
Okay.
like a more insane
All right.
story. Alex, so I'll start with Alex.
It always
He-
does.
He wanted to form a town where you had. You wanted to
This
form.
is the stupidest thing that has ever existed.
You wanted to form a town where you need a card to get in, but once you're in, it's like you're in 2013, and everything is like 2013. You live like it's 2013, and everything's normal, but it's 2013. Like the internet's the way it was, life's the way it was, and that's it.
And he was like, it's my compound, which by the way sounds cultish. And he's like, when you go there, it's 2013. I was like, sounds like a cult. And the entire time, everything he said sounded like a cult.
But he was like, it's not a cult because you don't have to do anything for me.
Sure.
We're chill. You don't have to ever see
just
me.
have to follow
you show
his
up to the
rules.
town with your card.
Yeah, just no, it's Alexburg. And the weird part about it was that he was like, you don't have to follow the rules. So I was like, well, what are the rules? And he was like, well, just like be chill. It's like, what do you consider chill? Like, if I'm your friend and I'm there, do I get stuff? And he was like, yeah, I mean, whatever you want. It's like, okay. So I'm married. And I bring a prostitute to your compound to hide it from my wife. You chill with that? And he was like, well, do I know your wife? Is she a friend? I was like, oh yeah, no, you guys are like besties. And he's like, oh, no, I would tell your wife. I'm like, okay. No, actually, he said first I would have a talk with you. And I was like, it's true. But he's like, I talked to your wife. I was like, cool. All right, so there's a line there. I'm not married, I bring a prostitute. And he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I kill that prostitute. And he's like, no! No murder! I'm like...
To be fair, there was no murder allowed in 2013.
True.
He's right.
However, he was saying that he would smoke weed there, and I was like, in 2013, it wasn't legal in California. And he was like, well, I'm just gonna change. It's like, so the rules are...
It's also his compound.
You're right, he is the billionaire in this scenario.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I sell drugs. If there's drugs in the compound, I'm selling coke. And he was like, I talked to you about it, but like, whatever. I was like, and I'm lacing it with shit. And he was like, okay, no. And I'm like, so there are lines of what the rules are. And that's what the whole night was, really. It's me just being like, what's the line I can cross? And eventually,
It was a good year.
he'll be on in a little bit. You have to ask him. I probably should have mentioned, this is a dual show tonight.
Oh yeah, it's a dual show.
Don't cheer that loud. They're not in the room. Maybe they are. I don't know. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But my turn to say what I would do with the money. So if I had $1 billion, what would I do? Obviously, it would happen. So I was like, okay, first off, I take half that money, put it away immediately. Then I take what was left. Half that money would go into like the Jesse Cox Fund for being a cool dude. That's how I live. The other half is like for future generations, right? And then the half that's left, I then split that up. Everyone I know is getting some money, so you never bug me again. Then, buy like a house or whatever. Done. Eventually got to the littlest bit of money. I was like, okay, here's the plan. We're going to Vegas. Don't bring anything. You each get $100,000. You must spend it all. Right? And I was like, that's the plan. And then, while in Vegas, and this is where the evil comes in. It's like, while in Vegas, we'll all like rent out a theater, and I'll give you all a bunch of wads of cash, and then we have people come up on stage and perform for us. And if they're good, we throw money at them. And I realized, like, oh shit, I've become terrible.
This is like a Mr. Beast video.
Pretty much. And I realized, like, wow, if in my mind, I was like, you could come out, you could do a little song and dance, or like tell a joke, and we're like, that was funny, here, have some money. But when you think about it, like, that is scary awful. I was like, oh yeah, no, I would be a bad person. So, even if I tried to be nice, I'd be awful.
And that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You create these situations, but you would never do them.
No, but I like to think that in a post-apocalyptic situation, I could. Like, I want to run the town that's like both a casino and a whorehouse. But I want to have like an eye patch and a cane and a southern accent.
Right.
I want to be like...
The Walking Dead guy.
Well. If it isn't my friend Crendor, right?
I wouldn't live in your town.
Fine. You don't get to go down to the whore pits and the fighting brothels and the shark casino.
I thought you don't like sharks.
Yeah, no, I don't go to the casino. You don't get high on your own supply, dude. I run the town, and I look for the guy who has the blind gunslinger, who's the only one who's ever stopped me from my goals. I was like, you must find the blind gunslinger. And I got like a bunch of mutant goons. One's name is Tiny, but he's the biggest one.
Where did they come from? Just like post-apocalypse?
Yeah, like the desert. They're desert people.
Yeah, desert
Desert folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like wandered into town one day, ate a person, and I'm like, you seem pretty good. Get in here. His name's like Mongo. Yeah. It's exactly that. Except it's me and I'm cool. Yeah. I'm trying. Look, that's all I got is dreams. Dreams and you, buddy. That's really all I got.
That's
so sad.
That's pretty sad, yeah.
You don't have to finish that. I know what it is.
Yeah, I won't.
We'll get to you. Don't worry. You have a place in our little show. Anyway, question. Who here thinks they've traveled the furthest to be here?
By car?
I'm just asking in total length of distance.
Almost 800 miles?
800's pretty good.
He's the guy from France.
Where's our French debonair suave?
He's probably here.
Where? Oh, hello. How are you? So nice to see you here for the first time ever. What? Look at you. What a sweet... Did you know what a great guy you are? Are you aware of how just... Every time you've been here alone by yourself, with no one else, it's so nice to see you. Welcome back.
We drove from Canada.
That's pretty good. Why? To see us?
It's her Christmas gift.
That's like sweet enough that I don't want to mock it.
Yeah.
I won Christmas this year for this.
Wow. What are you getting? Do you know?
No.
Don't answer that. Never mind. I don't want to know anymore. You two stay right there and be cute and sweet and don't ruin this for me. Okay. Anyone? Ireland?
Ireland.
What? Why? Oh, well then that's fake.
Do you know what was that Irish place that sent us a shirt?
Oh, the Sligo Gardaí.
Yeah, that one.
That's not how you say that. How do you say it? Sligo is the cops, right? No, Gardaí is the cops. Well, I was close enough. There are only 2 words that I...
Yep.
What a fool I am. Okay, good to know. Yeah, we have like windbreakers from them. I love that. I would go, but I'd be that piece of shit who goes to Ireland who's like, yo, my family's from Cork County. I'd be that guy. I know that's not true. I don't believe you one bit. You'd be like, this asshole. Like, I'm basically Irish, dude. And they'd be like, kick his ass. Like, but I come back to the States and be like, guys, I got beat up in Ireland, so I'm like basically one of them.
Yeah, but isn't French guy not like from
Oh, no,
France?
he's fake too. Yeah, I see you. That's a fake accent. Real voice is like, hey there. Yo, no, I'm totally from France, dude.
Dude, it's weird when you're like looking up. It's literally just like shadow.
You're shadow people. It's tough.
Because the lights are just like shining down, so you can only see like
Yeah.
2
I
rows of
imagine you're
people's
all
faces.
very attractive, though. Now I can see you, and you're scary red.
Yeah, now it's
You
just
look like
a
demons.
horror movie.
Oh, no.
Hey, look at that. Now you
now
see
you're
what we
blinded.
see.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say something honestly here.
Yeah.
I would sleep with every one of you. Sleep. I have work in the morning. I'm sleeping, okay? You get in your side and I'll roll up like a burrito and we're fine. What I'm saying is, I did not get a room tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I really screwed up. Yeah. Hey man, there's something you were talking about the other night that I wanted to bring up on this show because it was important to me because I thought you sounded like a crazy person.
Okay.
We're sitting there, we're having a conversation, and you said,
Yep.
do you know about the levels of
Oh, self-awareness?
self-awareness?
Yeah. So
And I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
So I saw TikTok, which like the TikTok already was like, it was bad. It's just
Oof.
some guy that was like, have you seen the video of like the levels of self-awareness? And I was like, no. So I went and I looked it up and like, it's not like that crazy of a video. The guy's like breaking down like, the first level is that you know you need to get food and water and your brain's like, go get it.
So
And
level
then-
1 is like animal self.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 2 is like you know that other people need that, and so you like relate to them in that way.
So that's community.
Yeah. Level
Sure.
3 was like you realize that, but you start manipulating it to gain personal benefit. And
That's
then
what this show is really.
and then it keeps going up to like 10 levels. And I didn't even like really care about the whole thing. I was like, okay, I get it. But at the point, I was like, I guarantee you, if I go to the YouTube comments, these people are gonna be like, I'm like level 9 or 10, like 100%. And I went down, and it was like all of it. They're like, I alternate between like level 10 Buddhist monk, and like then I drop down to like 7 on like a good day, and I was like, this can't be real. So then I was like, well, these people wouldn't be self-aware because they're not even like realizing
Sure.
that they're not actually there. Like so I was like, okay. I looked up how many people think they're self-aware versus how many are. And there was a Harvard study. 90% of people think they're self-aware, and 10 to 15% are. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think you're self-aware?
I would say I used to think I was, and I wasn't. And now I'm much more self-aware. But I don't think I'm like some like Mensa scientist here, like step back and like analyze my own life from like a spotlight. Because that's what it becomes almost like you're a ghost looking down at yourself as if you are spectating yourself.
That's how you
outside
feel
your
about
body.
you?
No, I'm saying that's the
The
once you
top
get
level.
high enough, that's what it is. You can like introspect of yourself because you analyze yourself as if you're just some random person the way you would
Sure,
analyze
sure.
someone else.
What level do you think I am?
Uh,
Well, hold on. What level do you think you? What level do you think you are first? You're the baseline.
I genuinely don't even know in terms of
Well,
this.
you're not a 10.
like-
Clearly, you're not a
I'm
1.
definitely not a
clearly.
10
So
or
what
a
are you?
9.
What?
I feel like if you're above an 8, that's like you're like a scientist or like creating
like a
crazy
scientist?
shit. You're like a scientist. There are
Right.
people that think they're scientists, but they're
No, I'm aware. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I think-
you're like a 5?
I'd say like a 6.
What is a 6? What's the vibe of a 6?
I can step back and look at myself and be like, yeah, that's pretty dumb. Why'd you do that? Or I can see my flaws. I can like some people when they do all these tests, it'll be like, are you socially anxious? And they'll be like, no, I'm pretty cool. But then they'll be socially anxious because they can't analyze themselves. So you have to like be able to look at yourself realistically. And I think that's one of the biggest things people struggle with because people see
Okay.
themselves how they see themselves.
Sure. Now, back to the main question. How do you view me, old chum? It really shouldn't take you this long to answer.
Well, it's difficult because
What do you mean it's difficult?
Okay. We've also had the discussion of how you don't have an inner monologue.
I don't. When
And
I
so-
say things, they happen.
So
There's no
that's,
filter.
that's already a bad sign.
Well, I also can't visualize objects.
Which is crazy to me.
I can't help what I am.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's crazy because that's
just
all I
can't
do.
Visualize it. I don't know if it's unique. We found out actually a lot of people are weird like me.
They're actually it's like
Yeah.
it's like 50-50 or like I think there's more people like you.
Who just can't visualize. Like if you said, picture an apple in your head. I can't do it. I know what an apple looks like. I'm like, oh yeah, an apple. But there's nothing going on up here. It is the lights, and I hear some voices, and it's darkness.
Like I can envision entire things in my head, which is crazy.
I can't.
Like
I don't.
story. I can create stories in my head,
don't
which
do
is
that.
what leads to crippling anxiety.
No, I don't do that.
So I remember
I don't
I was
have
like-
anxiety.
I remember being 5 years old, and my aunt, she was like a day school teacher or whatever, and she was like watching over me, and I was like waiting for my parents to come back, but I was looking out the window, and I was like ready to like lose it, like crying because they were late, and she was like, "You're just like weird, like you're just." She was like, all the other kids would just be like running around playing, like, "Cool, my parents aren't here," or whatever, and I remember like that moment because I was like. They died in a car crash.
What?
The car is on fire.
Wait, how
The car
old were
is
you?
5. And I could
What?
like vividly imagine it.
What do you mean? You were 5?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Did you hold on? Did you have like when you were 4, you sailed around the world and the boat capsized, and you watched people die, and like now it's stuck
No.
with you? You just became that?
Yeah. My
What
parents are
triggered you?
very anxious people as well.
Oh well, all right, never mind.
I think it's genetic.
All right. Yeah, my fear of sharks comes from the fact that a babysitter let me watch Jaws when I was like 4. And I genuinely have never recovered. I'm like, the ocean's terrifying. Also, I watched Aliens that night too. Not worried about Alien. Maybe the original Alien, I don't remember. I was a baby. All I remember is the aliens themselves, cool. Weird tentacle things going down your throat, not cool. And to this day, not a fan.
It's probably cool for some people. Not us. I don't like anime.
You give me a 5 right now.
So anyway, I have crippling anxiety. It's not great. That's why even when I'm like, oh, I had insomnia, and you're just like, I just like lay there and I fall asleep.
I do.
I'm
There's
just like,
not a thought going on up here. I'm gonna let you know.
I will lay there and I'll just be like, all right, it's like probably like 4:57. I have to wake up at like at least this time, which means if I don't fall asleep now, I'm gonna feel bad. And then like the time keeps going, and then I'll listen to like my ASMR thing, and I'm like, it's reaching the end, which means that it's probably close to like 5:20 now, and I still can't sleep. But if I get up, I might not be able to get up, and then tomorrow I'm gonna feel terrible. And that's just like it snowballs.
See, that's why you're screwing up. You gotta go to the portion of YouTube that's like, guy in South Korea drives for 12 hours in the rain. No commentary, no nothing, 12-hour long video. There is no end. You will wake up and it will still be raining on that man.
Maybe I do.
That's the shit. That guy is, there's a ton of them. Or like the guy who walks through like Japanese towns in like 12K.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Those guys, that guy rules. And then he's like, this is the rain one. And I'm like, it's 17 hours long? Boop. That's how you go to bed, dude.
I think you're right. I need that.
Yeah, you can't have one where it's like, who wants pancakes? That one's gonna end eventually.
That's true.
Those are like designed for... Well, I don't know what they're designed for. I wouldn't know.
So my point is...
Do you know what those are for?
They help me sleep at night.
Yeah, no, they help me too.
My point is...
Yeah?
I don't get how you think. So I
don't
know
really
how
think.
self-aware you are.
I'm not. I'm up here in a giant Pokemon Christmas sweater.
Yeah, that's true.
My self-awareness is at a minimal.
What Pokemon's that?
Bidoof.
Hey, actually got it. I'm impressed.
Slingus. Four Temps.
Yeah, Bidoof.
Who's this guy?
There you go.
Well, if y'all
It's Bidoof.
don't even know, then I guess I'm fine. Some of you seem very adamant, and some of you agree with me. And here's the thing. This is America. They agree with me, so I don't have to listen to you. I can make up whatever shit I want. Bidoof.
It actually is Bidoof, isn't it? I only know like Gens 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I didn't play Gen 4. Kaizo Ironmon goes Gen 1, 2, 3. That's it. I've got like 8,000, actually more than that. It's like 13,000 runs.
I literally haven't played Pokemon since Silver Gold, Gold Silver.
That's Gen 2.
I do not know or care enough. I just really like the fact that it reminds me of me a little. And so it's like having my own face on a sweater.
Hold on, my
Frankly,
parking.
You're looking it up?
My parking has to be renewed.
What a great addition to the show.
Dude, Max,
Hold on, dude.
Max Purchase, we're good.
Max Purchase sounds like the name of a guy who sells you tires.
It kind of does, yeah.
Come on down to Max Purchase. If you got tires, a need for tires.
If you got tires, we'll take them.
Max Purchase only buys tires.
Yeah.
I must have all of them.
He'll buy your scraps, like make his own tires.
Yeah. I
Pretty
watched,
sick.
sometimes I love the internet. At about 4 a.m., I watched a video of guys taking old tires and then making new tires out of the old tires. I watched that for like 45 minutes. I was like, no shit, they do that? That's cool. And I just watched the whole thing. Yes, I was. How dare you? Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's
Greedy?
Green Day? Green Day?
I've always said I walk a lonely road.
You have, yeah.
It's the only road I've ever known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
That was
that.
more Dookie era, but like whatever.
Yeah. That was... Well, didn't that song come out like 2004? 2003?
Whenever that Superman show Davis Loves was on. Smallville.
Smallville.
Ask him about Smallville. He'll talk to you for 12 hours about how much he loves Smallville. Oh, no, we're aware. That was his crush, too, which makes it even funnier. Yeah. Boy, I don't remember when that came out, but I don't care.
You shouldn't care. 2004. Yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
I think it was on the same album. Oh, yeah, it is the album. I'm the American Idiot.
It's good to know. I mean, we knew.
Also, we're a return to self-awareness. I feel like to have self-deprecating humor, you have to have some level of self-awareness.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I'm very self-aware.
A lot of people I know that hate self-deprecating humor are just not self-aware at all.
But I feel like you should want to love yourself. But I also feel like the best kind of love, like you have a good friend, or like really close family member. You aren't like, you're sweet. Like, look at this idiot. This big dummy. And it's like, I know I can trust you to mock me a little because we're friends. That's good friendship.
Well, that is good friendship, yes.
A little abuse between friends never hurt anyone.
Yeah, that never happens in the YouTube streamer
Does
scene.
not at all. Never. Yeah. I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, I would never know multiple people for like the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I am curious when it comes to, your own self-awareness and what you're doing.
Okay.
How does that connect to you owning 50 billion Warhammer 40K rats?
I mean, that doesn't have to relate to self-awareness at all.
I think it does.
Why?
I'm wondering if you consider yourself some sort of rat. Like you surround yourself with like you've gravitated towards rats because you see yourself as some sort of rat man.
Well, I have a lot of Skaven, but I also have a lot of other things.
Like what?
I have like 18 armies.
Right, but it's a lot. Every time you talk about it, you talk about like little rat men or little tiny lizard men. And I'm wondering, in your mind, do you see yourself in your mind's eye? Are you some sort of little tiny critter that like scampers around and goes like, yes, master? And you're like,
No. But
if you could be one?
I can see that I have similar traits to those.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can also see that people would see that and think I'm insane. Because I have like crates of Warhammer. Granted, half of it they sent me for free. Because I'm part of the Cool Kid program. And so, yeah, but you also have to, like, actually build it and show it off in order to have them send you stuff.
Okay.
Because I've had other people, they're like, dude, I want free Warhammer. And they're like, I sent them a message, they didn't give me anything. I'm like, you don't build anything yet or paint anything. And they're just like, yeah, I don't know, I just want free stuff.
He's talking about me. I just want it. This goes back to the Jesse Cox theory of orgies. I would like to be invited. I don't want to attend because I feel like I was going to be standing in the corner the entire night. But I'd like to be invited so I can say no. Then I'm known as the no orgy guy. And they're going to be like, what's he doing that's more important than this orgy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to be invited to things, but I don't want to go to things.
Right.
Yeah. But then
I
people
get
stop
it.
inviting you if you don't go, and it's like, come on. At least pretend for me.
So you just never want to miss out on anything.
Never. But I also am fine missing out. You know what I mean?
You're not.
No, I want to, like, hey, man,
Well-
come on over. I'm like, sorry. I'm
I
being
get what you're
cooler than
saying.
you tonight.
Okay. You want to be
Yeah?
invited,
Yes.
but you don't want to attend anything,
Right.
and that's all you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I see.
All the time. Like, I want to be
Yeah.
flooded with invites. Like, oh, I'm so busy. But really, it's just like me, like, dude, you see this TV show that no one like, have you watched Hot Frosty yet?
It's a great movie.
Yeah, that would be me. I'm like, gotta watch Hot Frosty, dude. Like, is that what you were doing instead of attending the orgy? I'm like, yes. That's what I was doing. Today's episode's brought to you by Factor. Notice how the days are shorter, but your to-do lists aren't? Power through your busy days with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. From breakfast to dinner and anything in between, Factor has easy, nutritious options to keep you fueled and feeling your best. Whether you like routine or you enjoy mixing things up, Factor's got you covered with 35 different delicious meals every week and over 60 additional add-ons that you can throw into your box, like keto cookies, pressed juices, smoothies, so much more. Factor lets you choose from 6 menu preferences that'll help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well-balanced food. We're talking smoky Gouda chicken with roasted red potatoes and Parmesan green beans, or Santa Fe-style green chili beef skillets with jalapeno creamed corn and green chili rice. They even have gourmet plus versions of meals so you can get Cajun spiced salmon and shrimp with cooked Gouda Cali grits and Creole gravy broccoli, not to mention holiday specials. And these meals are chef prepared and dietitian approved. You're gonna love not only how Factor's meals taste, but also how they support your goals. Use your time more efficiently, which is so important in these dark, dark months. And let Factor take shopping, prepping, cooking, and cleaning off your daily list, especially around this time of year. Head over to factormeals.com/50COX and use code 50COX to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's 50COX, 50COX at factormeals.com/50COX to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping while your subscription is active. Also, today we're brought to you by Manscaped. Fellas, the holiday season's here, and trust me on this. You don't want to be the guy showing up with the tangled tinsel in your ornaments, if you know what I'm saying. Luckily, our friends over at Manscaped have got you covered from head to, well, down the chimney with the Beard and Balls bundle, featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Beard Hedger. This bundle will make sure you're the gift worth unwrapping. Get ready for those mistletoe moments and get 20% off plus free shipping with code Crendor at manscaped.com. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is your balls' new best friend. Cut through that North Pole of bushes down there and do so safely with 2 skin-safe blade heads for versatility. Whether you're tidying up or trimming down, it has you covered. Not to mention the dual LED spotlights so you can kind of see everywhere. And the best part, it's waterproof. So doing it in the shower is no big deal. The Beard Hedger is exactly what I use all the time to keep my beard in check. If you've ever said, damn, Jesse's beard is looking good, the Beard Hedger is what I use. With a built-in zoom wheel and 20 different length settings, you really have all sorts of options to go with, and it too, waterproof. Plus, it has 60 minutes of runtime with an LED charge indicator that will make sure you know you got power when you need it the most. Join the 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and stay sharp this holiday season. Get the Beard and Balls bundle today and slay your grooming routine. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Crendor at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code Crendor at manscaped.com. Manscaped.com, code Crendor. Because Santa isn't the only one who needs his sack well groomed this time of year. Hey man,
Yep.
I think it's time. We go to chapter number 7 of the Sky with Crendor. Crendor has that trolley out there!
Oh God. Normally, we have like the table here. We don't got a table. I'm just gonna go over here. This is actually kind of like you're in a helicopter back here. It's like a bunch of buttons.
I can't do it that long.
Yeah, we're right now we're in the plane chopper copter here. We're flying down, and yeah, it's a different kind of chopper copter. They had to swap this one out just because we're normally not this busy, but it's the holiday season. They you just know how it is. Everybody's busy around this time, so I mean it's pretty crowded traffic wise. Getting here, there's it took like twice the amount of time. It was Friday rush hour as well, so it takes a while. There was this very angry bald Polish man that cut us off. He stared us down in the mirror, all because we would not turn at a red light where the traffic was already blocked up, and we were like, dude, we can't go anywhere. And then we go to turn, and he literally cuts us off and then goes into oncoming traffic to turn down to the other street he was going to go down. So I'm sure he's having a great time. Seems like a really nice guy. And back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. That's true. That did happen.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
It was great.
He was pissed.
He was really mad.
He was screaming at us from his van. He was like, "Oh, goddamn kid." Great.
There's nowhere to go. It's like
Nowhere
those
to go.
people that just honk in Russia. It's like, where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere.
He was. He was going
You know what?
somewhere.
He was going somewhere.
Yeah, that man had places to be.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to weather.
Yep. Well, all right. Hold on. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Pull them out.
All right.
Well, first we have to pull out Whoppy.
Yeah, we got Whoppy back here.
It's a machine. It doesn't understand. You can
Wow,
call
here he
Whoppy.
is. Whoppy activated. Current location, Chicago. 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, 35. Saturday, 25. Sunday, 33. Monday, 39. Tuesday, 38. Wednesday, 38. Thursday, 41. Friday, rain, 44. Is that New Year's? Oh, wait, that is the next week. Moon phase.
Waxing?
Waning gibbous. 16-mile visibility. 77 humidity. Feels like 11.
What?
Sunrise.
11 what, Whoppy?
7:15 a.m. Sunset 4:22 p.m. UV index 0. What? Yeah, kick him and shut him off. It's a weird thing.
All right, welcome back.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. What is this? Another moon phase update? Come on.
Yep. It's another moon phase update.
Bring us your findings. Every time we get these amazing updates, and every time it is a full-ass sheet of every single weather report we've ever done
Yep.
and what the moon phase was at the time.
We're like the Farmer's Almanac.
I must stress to you, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, my eyes are not good enough to read this. This is the smallest.
I don't know why it didn't come out right this time.
What are they trying to say?
Hold on. Why is one of the moon phases green? Why? Answer me, Moon Man. It's green.
Because that's the episode I started doing this on.
Oh, okay.
Like go. Like go. Like green, like go. I just needed an affirmative. You were just like,
Yo, we didn't even get a moon phase last show.
what do you mean?
It says lost live show. Moon.
One from 2021 that my friend recorded.
Oh, okay.
I do remember yelling at him. Yeah, yeah.
Here, I have to bring a different friend instead.
You didn't believe in the moon phase?
Yeah, he didn't believe in the moon phase. We had to take him out.
Yeah.
That was it. He's gone.
He went to Vietnam.
Oh. You know,
All right, then.
actually, I hope that's going well for him. For some reason, I flashed back to the 60s. I was like, oh no. Is he okay? I don't know why I was like, oh no. I'm sure it's lovely. I was like, oh.
He's on winter break after, teaching accounting for the last semester.
That's very nice. That's very sweet. A Venn diagram?
Ruined days
We
of my
literally
life.
did ask you to do this on a show, and it's so funny that you did.
Oh,
Ruined
yeah.
days of my life and days when a new Cox and Crendor drops. And what is it? Literally cannot read what that says in the middle.
It says 264 days ruined because they didn't mention the moon phase. Every time they don't mention it, I get disappointed.
We almost had a year's worth of disappointing you. And you stuck around? Multiple times came to a live show.
What were you feeling? What were you feeling at that time?
Yeah, did we let you down? Were we like bad parents? What happened?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And that's the weather.
honesty I'm here for, yeah.
It's So what? What?
There's random facts.
Hold on. Can we read these random facts?
Bigger. It's in bigger font.
Is anyone able to read the smallest font ever printed on a piece of paper? Do you think you can try? I'm gonna
Dude,
need someone who doesn't have glasses because I frankly just don't trust you.
Moon facts. Hold.
All right, yeah, come on.
Sarah can do it. Sarah can do it.
Hold on. What are the facts? Hold on.
Random facts?
Yes.
This all started because of episode 289 when Jesse questioned Crendor on why he mentioned the moon phase during the weather. Crendor is currently on an 88-episode streak mentioning the moon phase, which is also the longest streak to date. The longest chain not mentioning the moon phase was 230 episodes, starting with episode 13 and ending with episode 243, or in other words, September 15th, 2013 to June 15th, 2020. Oof. The first time the moon phase was mentioned, episode 3, was also the earliest it's been mentioned on an episode at 12 minutes and 26 seconds. The latest the moon phase was mentioned was in episode 438 at 69. Nice. I apologize. It was in parentheses. Nice. Minutes and 6 seconds. The secret to finding the moon phase is to go about 75% of the way through an episode, which is typically when weather comes up. I only made the Venn diagram after Jesse challenged me to come up with a new graph, which I procrastinated on making until 2 days before this show. It was finals week right now, so I totally feel you. Not a fact, but I want to give a shout out to Mr. Robert Mann on YouTube, who comments with the weather location, making this easier for me to do.
That was lovely.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess now I'm on this side of the stage.
Yeah, do a little swap.
Great, we
Also,
can swap.
we've been doing this show like 12 years.
Yeah.
It's a long
Since
ass
2012.
time. Yep.
And still not any better at this.
Maybe
You would
worse.
think- You would think we'd have learned to do one of these shows, but really, no, we haven't. I think it's time.
We skipping sports?
We go to sports.
Oh, okay. Sports. Notre
Sports.
Dame is beating IU, Indiana. It's 14-0, second quarter.
They can come back.
That's not
They can
looking
come
good
back.
for
It's
them.
fine. They can come back.
Yeah, there's, let's see, NFL. Yeah, there's no NFL games today. NFC North's looking great. Go everybody in the NFC North.
Go everybody.
Yeah, they're all good teams.
Go everybody.
All
I'm just
of
happy
them.
for the players.
All of the good teams are good. Let's see. The 76ers are beating the Hornets. Nobody cares. You got the Cavaliers are beating the Bucks handily. Thunder beating the Heat. Cool.
Do we have any good pickleball scores? That's very important.
It's winter. I don't think they're
I need
pickled.
to know
Well, I
what-
guess they're playing inside. Sabres dial in to return after missing 7 games.
Cool.
Damn. He's back.
Cool. So cool. That means
That's sports.
It's the wintertime. We have no curling updates.
There's no Olympics. That's
You're
like the
telling me? Hold on. You're telling me that no one's curling right now? No. What the hell do you people do up there?
Yeah, hockey.
Well, like, obviously. But other than that,
Apparently lacrosse.
in the winter,
Maybe.
you are Canadian. You know better than me. The winters there are rough. Cool.
Yeah.
Not a sports guy, so
It's fair enough.
Crendor, what is our fact of the day?
Oh, God. Why do I keep putting my phone away?
I keep looking at you asking why.
Hold on. We got a good
Are
one.
you just Googling facts?
I never do that.
Come on, I gave you a bunch of random facts.
We already
Yeah,
read
we
all
already read 'em.
those. What are we going to read them again? I'm not going to Reddit. God.
Pokemon facts. Is this Bidoof? I think the jury's still out on that.
All right, here we go. These are 27 amazing, weird, and fun facts. There's gotta be a good one.
27?
We don't need all of them. We just need like a good one.
Okay.
Here we go. The shortest war, only earn up to $220 a day. Choose where you work. Ready to become a teacher. You can make $220 a day if you become a teacher.
What the hell just happened to you?
They put an ad that came up. There was an ad.
We just had a conversation about self-awareness. That man started reading and then you were like Ron Burgundy.
Okay. I know what was happening. I could have clearly clicked the ad off and kept doing it, but the joke is that I read the ad because I was aware that I was reading the ad because nobody's going to read
That's
the
a
ad
good
normally.
joke, pal.
It's
That's a good
layers.
joke.
It's like an onion.
That's so many layers. It's like an ogre. Yeah.
Some frogs can freeze without dying. Certain frogs, like the wood frog, have a remarkable survival trick. They can freeze solid during the winter with ice forming in their bodies and then thaw out and hop away when the weather warms up. Their special proteins prevent their cells from being damaged by ice. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, do you think we can like use that?
Oh, the rich people probably are.
Yeah, I
already.
was going to say.
Yeah.
And in my dream where I have $1 billion,
Yeah.
after I throw it at people who perform for me, then I freeze myself for all eternity.
Yeah.
And I shall be reborn in the
And
year
then you-
1 billion.
Then you thaw it out and hop away.
Because at that
Great.
point I am mostly frog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some sort of frog-man hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Great fact.
There you go.
Oh, Greedent is such a cutie pie. Although his ability's called Greedy Tail, and I'm kind of here for that. Okay, now comes the part of the show that requires interaction. We need 2 people who will come to us with tears in their eyes.
Also, no more Jesse Cox, will you have my baby people? We've had like one every time.
I'm fine with
and
that.
And they talk for like
I'm
30
fine.
minutes till we get no other questions. And then we're like, all right. And then they never have his babies anyway. So it's a complete waste of time.
Every single time.
Have you had
every
any
time.
babies from the...
No, every time
He's
it's
not.
like, yo, I want to bang you, and then gone. I'm like, well, you're just playing with my heart now. Yeah, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. But we need 2 people. Who here has an important question that only Crendor and I can answer? Crendor, come with me backstage. We'll
right.
give you exactly 1 minute to decide between you all who's asking the 2 questions. And if you have to, get to know each other! Learn about each other! We're all we have!
Is this why you stopped being a teacher? That's not the right...
1 minute! 60 seconds going now. Sounds like a riot.
It's only been 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Oh, they got it. All right.
Wow.
Dear illustrious sirs, with tears in my eyes, I come to you with my question. Can you please answer for each other? What would your sacrament for each other be? So, hear me out. Jesus said, this wine represents my blood, this bread represents my body. Crendor, what is Jesse's blood and body?
Yep.
And Jesse, what is Crendor's blood and body?
Yep.
I am ready to get roasted right now. All right, hit me, dude.
There's a lot of ways I could go.
Yeah, I'm aware. I am aware.
I would say your blood is THC.
No, that's just in it. What is the...
Pure THC. Like oil. Like
oil?
Yeah, like THC oil. Maybe a little CBD in there.
Okay, yeah, and my body?
Your body is...
I don't know where that came from. Irish guy, was that you? Not people.
Your body is like the...
Yeah? Hold on, will this give you a little...
That's not helping. It is like the souls of everyone you have made laugh joined together to form your existence.
All right. I must stress.
But
So when you come to my church,
now,
you drink of pure
It's-
THC
yep,
and eat laughs.
it's okay.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's it's kind of like the Lich King in WoW, where it's like,
There must always be a Jesse.
yeah, you like all of the attention that you seek. It forms your body, and the good vibes create you. But if you lost that, you would just melt.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
there would just be CBD oil and THC all over the ground.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, for you,
Yep.
your blood's easy.
Great.
The most reasonably priced yet somehow expensive red wine
Yep.
that tastes like pure leather.
What else? Second profile.
Most it's like the most tanniny wine that ever was.
All right. Yep.
But pretty affordable if you're like gonna have a good night out.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Your body, however,
Yep.
sticks.
Oh, 100%.
Your body's made of twigs.
My body actually is made of sticks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like brittle sticks
Yeah.
that, it just will break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. All right.
Look at that.
Thank
That
you.
was easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please notice, this man did the sweetest thing in the world. And I was like, shut up, stick boy. Stupid.
Dearest illustrious sirs, with tears in my one functioning eye, I come to you pleading. In the lost 2021 live show recording, there was a child that came with his parents offering to sponsor you at his restaurant.
Yes.
What happened to them?
I'm gonna be real about this. I'm gonna call you out.
I don't even know what I did.
Oh, I do. And it was hilarious. So, again, this was a younger gentleman, and he brought his family. I think it was like mother and grandmother.
Yeah, I remember.
And he came up and said, if I give you money, will you do an ad read for my family's restaurant? And I was like, no, it's fine. I'll do it for free, dude. Like, whatever. And he's like, well, I have money. And Crendor's like, I'll take it. And you literally went, put it in your pocket, and they seemed so happy, and I never heard from them again. And I don't know what happened. I don't know where they went.
Maybe he was just so happy I took the money that's all he needed. I honestly don't even remember taking the money. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't know that was her. Just because a random person on a plane groped me a bunch doesn't mean it was her. But according to my phone, it does. It's a weird night, man. Okay. Thank you so much for those questions. It's very nice. Thank you.
Yep.
You got your answer. I'm glad you got it. It's been years. I would, if that kid was here right now, I'd be like, yo, let's do this. What's your place called? I do it right now. And then all of us could go there afterwards. Take it over. Burn that place to the ground. No, party too hard. The mom would be like, what are they doing here? Who are these people? And it's all Crendor's fault. Thank you.
That kid might have been an industry plant. For all we know.
Yeah, could have been an industry plant. That
The
happens
industry.
to us so often. The
Yeah.
industry comes to get us.
All I'm saying is never come back.
All right. Well, Crendor,
Yep.
what is our big news story of the day?
That's a good question.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
All right. Baby pigs, plural, get Christmas pardon from Florida mayor in a Cuban twist on White House turkey tradition.
Are we going to learn that, like, a Cubano sandwich is, like, straight up just like a holiday tradition?
I don't know.
Really? But they're so delicious, dude. Hell yeah, you're not going to pardon that little bastard. He's gonna be delicious. Were you the person? It might have been Alex. Someone was telling me that there's an episode of that show that Gordon Ramsay has where he's like on a farm, and in one of the episodes, or I guess maybe the course of a season, he and his daughters raise 2 pigs with the sole purpose that they have to eat them at the end. It's the darkest shit I've ever seen. The pigs are so cute, and the girls, like Gordon cries. Gordon Ramsay cried. It was crazy.
Dude, that's like a Mr. Beast video too. He'd be like, I'll give you $100,000 to eat that pig right now. As the stars of Friday's show in downtown Miami, baby pigs Glinda and Elphaba will never
They did not name them after Wicked.
Oh, yeah. You're right. We'll never have to worry about gracing the
Because
dinner
they became
table.
popular. I know how
Yes.
this works. Yeah.
We'll not have to worry about gracing the dinner table at the Cuban-American family's home on Christmas Eve. Public pardons for the 2 pigs were granted by the mayor of Miami-Dade County, Daniela Levine Cava, in a 7-year South Florida riff on the White House tradition of pardoning turkeys at Thanksgiving. The 4-month-old pigs, named after the good and wicked witches in the musical Wicked, will live out their expected 12 to 15 years at an animal sanctuary, unlike the other pigs. Glinda and Elphaba didn't seem too interested in the ceremony or the crowd surrounding
Hold on,
their
what is he
makeshift
even
pen.
saying?
Oh, it's
Same
Elphaba?
thing.
You know how to, I always say, you know how to know how correctly you are at pronouncing something?
People will tell you.
Say it in a YouTube video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people will
They'll
tell
let you know.
Yeah.
Who? Pff, theater's for dorks. I would never do that.
They didn't seem too interested in the ceremony or the crowd surrounding their makeshift pen outside the Latin Cafe 2000. It's called the Latin Cafe 2000?
It needs the 2000.
It
Latin
does,
Cafe
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Latin Cafe 2000, here's the question. Is it text or numbers?
Numbers.
Hell yeah. Do you think that place has been open a long time? Or was it found in the year 2000? Or is 2000 just a really cool number?
It's a pretty cool number, yeah. But it might have been also fake. Yeah, a little bit of both.
Or maybe it was in like, they made it in 1985 thinking to the future.
Sure.
Like,
The restaurant that created the sponsors the event.
Cool,
The
thanks,
tan
bud.
and black pair, about the size of pudgy beagles, hogged down apple and orange slices when offered. Otherwise, they seemed determined to find some way to nibble on the plastic grass lining of their enclosure. It's like they're pigs. If not for the pardon, they could have joined the thousands of their kind that will be barbecued all on Tuesday in an underground pit, on spits or in special metal boxes by families in Cuba, South Florida, and elsewhere.
this became like the darkest tale. What do you mean?
The holidays.
Hold on. We have a genuine question. They were pardoned because of what? I would like to think so. I would like to think there was a whole other group of like poorly named pigs. And they were like, well, these 2 are named, and it's very thematic of recent events. So they'll be safe. But Steve, Little Oinker, Porky Pie,
Yep.
your dinner tomorrow, baby. Yeah. Porky Pie was the cutest one, too. He like had kind of like a bum eye. It like looked over this way, and he like had little cheeks. Those cheeks were delicious.
Eric Castellanos, the Latin Cafe 2000's owner, said the event started out as a joke among the staff after seeing a news story about the Thanksgiving pardon, because we really don't eat turkey here, we eat pork. So we looked at each other and said, hey, we should do this. And they did it. Castellanos' 2 kids, Rico and Alessandro, were in charge of picking out the piglet names. Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
Abby Erkes, who moved to Miami 4 months ago, was one of the few dozen people who stopped to see them and watch their ceremony. Quote, I'm from the Midwest, so I have been to my fair share of farms and seen a variety of different types of pigs, but these are cute ones. One of my best friends has lived here her whole life, and she's been kind of teaching me about Cuban culture, Latin culture, and the things I need to be a full Miamian. After the ceremony, they were driven to their new home, the 12th and 13th, to receive pardons over the years. And that's it.
The more you read that story, the darker it got.
Yeah.
In a way that, but also hilariously, is just like this show.
Yes.
And they were like, we should do this thing, because we can do it.
Yeah.
And then 2 piglets got to have a good time.
They did.
Here's my question. Out of the 2 pigs,
Yep.
are you more of an Elphaba or like a Glinda? That's right, bitch.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, done. The audience chose. Yeah, all right. Well,
Yep.
sit tight or don't. Go get a drink. Go buy a lovely ornament. Do whatever makes you happy. In about 15 minutes, we shall return with Chilluminati. We'll see you then.
Oh, yeah,
Sit
dude.
tight.